Psyche 16 is a metal-rich asteroid packed with iron, nickel, and possibly even gold and platinum. Scientists believe it could be worth around $10 quintillion, a fortune so vast it could rewrite the world economy. But if Psyche is worth that much, why isn't NASA mining it? How valuable would a single piece be compared to gold or diamonds on Earth? And could Psyche 16 one day become the first real target of commercial space mining? Psyche isn't just any asteroid drifting in the belt between Mars and Jupiter. It's unique, made mostly of metal, unlike the rocky or icy bodies we usually hear about. Astronomers think Psyche may be the exposed core of an ancient planet that never fully developed. If that's true, it's like having a direct window into the heart of a world, something we could never drill down to study here on Earth. So if Psyche could reveal secrets about how planets form, what exactly makes it so valuable to science, not just to the economy? The answer lies in its composition. Most asteroids are rubble piles, loose rock and dust held together by weak gravity. Psyche, on the other hand, appears metallic. Telescopes suggest it reflects light like iron and nickel, the same metals that make up Earth's core. If confirmed, Psyche would be the only known object of its kind, a planetary core frozen in time from the earliest days of the solar system. Studying it up close could help scientists understand not only how Earth formed, but why some planets develop differently. For researchers, Psyche is less about wealth and more about unlocking cosmic history. Of course, the headlines call Psyche the quintillion-dollar asteroid. That number comes from adding up the value of all the iron, nickel, and possible precious metals it may contain if measured by Earth's market prices. For perspective, $10 quintillion is more than every economy on Earth combined. But if Psyche's metals are really worth that much, why isn't NASA preparing to mine it right now? The simple answer: technology. Psyche orbits about 370 million kilometers from Earth, deep in the asteroid belt. We don't currently have the means to mine, process, and transport metals from that distance. Even as we did, returning such vast amounts of material would crash global markets overnight, making those metals nearly worthless. For now, mining Psyche is pure speculation. NASA's mission, launching in the 2020s, is strictly scientific, not commercial. But that raises another question. If mining Psyche isn't possible today, could it ever be? Future generations may not see Psyche as untouchable. With advances in robotics, propulsion, and space infrastructure, the idea of extracting metals from asteroids may shift from science fiction to reality. Psyche, with its vast reserves, could become the ultimate prize in a new kind of space economy. If companies or nations did try to mine Psyche, who would legally own its wealth? This is where things get complicated. International space law, specifically the Outer Space Treaty of 1967, says no nation can claim ownership of celestial bodies. But it doesn't clearly define who has rights to resources. In recent years, countries like the United States and Luxembourg have passed laws allowing their companies to own resources they extract in space. Still, Psyche is so massive and valuable that ownership could spark international disputes. Would it belong to whoever gets there first, private corporations with mining rights, or should it be treated as the common property of humanity? These are questions we'll have to face as space exploration advances. Let's step back from the economics and law for a moment. There's still mystery about what Psyche is actually made of. While it reflects light like metal, it may not be pure iron and nickel. It could be a mix of rock and metal, or even something totally unexpected. Until we see it up close, all valuations are just educated guesses. Could Psyche 16 really be the starting point for space mining in the future? Possibly, yes. Imagine a future where colonies in space need metals to build habitats, spacecraft, or even cities beyond Earth. Instead of hauling everything up from Earth's gravity well, resources could come directly from asteroids. Psyche, with its abundance of iron and nickel, could become a hub for in-space industry. While this vision may be decades or even centuries away, Psyche represents a glimpse of what's possible. But here's the paradox. The same asteroid hyped as the most valuable object in the solar system may never enrich Earth directly. Mining it for terrestrial markets makes little sense. It would destroy economies. Its true value may lie in building off-world infrastructure, not flooding Earth with cheap metals. Psyche might not make billionaires richer, but it could make humanity stronger in space. So in the end, is Psyche 16 more important as a source of wealth or as a scientific treasure? The answer is both, but in different ways. For scientists, Psyche is priceless because it may solve mysteries about how planets form and why Earth looks the way it does. For dreamers and entrepreneurs, it represents a future where humanity no longer relies solely on Earth's limited resources. Psyche bridges two powerful narratives: the search for knowledge and the dream of space wealth. In the coming years, NASA spacecraft will orbit Psyche and send back images that could confirm or completely overturn our expectations. Will it be mostly metal, or a strange mix we didn't predict? Will it support the theory of a planetary core, or reveal something entirely new? One thing is certain: Psyche 16 will change the way we think about both the solar system and our future beyond Earth. So here's the final question for you. Is Psyche really is worth more than the global economy? Should its riches belong to whoever reaches it first, or should it be preserved as a scientific treasure for all of humanity?